I uploaded a pregame video, my pregame analysis, whatever, and I'm gonna just check the comments, try to reply to some of them before I made my actual game review, and it turns out the video never uploaded, so that's cool. I wasted about 15 minutes talking about the Rangers and never got uploaded. Hopefully this one uploads. What a mixed bag of emotions this game was. All right, so this is going to be a pretty negative review, so we'll talk about the good stuff first. We'll talk about, I love the fucking intensity. I love the hitting. 31 hits for the Rangers. God dang, was the last time the Rangers had more than 30 hits in a game. Fighting, that was a very fun and very exciting game to watch. Now, it sucks to get shut out. I don't know what Yaroslav Halak has against the Rangers, but god damn, he murders us every single time we play him, dude. Every time we play him, Halak murders us, so. Oh, that sucked. It would have been nice to win, but you know what? There's a lot I want to talk about in this video. I'm gonna just quickly, before I get into shit about the game, at least anymore, we'll go over the stats quick. There's a lot I want to talk about. A lot of things I'm noticing. So we were outshot 30-21. We were out face-off 54% to 46%, which honestly isn't that bad considering it's the Bruins, one of the better face-off teams in the league. Bergeron was 54% in the dot. So, we were over 6 on the power play. Ryan Strome was on the top unit after power play 2, so 4 power plays with Strome on the top unit, and did nothing. Nothing. I don't know when Quinn's going to learn that. Strome is a 5-on-5 beast. He is not a fucking power play player. And I don't understand why you put 4 righties on the top unit. 4. And then 4 lefties on the second unit. Makes no sense to me. And how the hell is Chris Kreider still on the power play? Ugh, I'm going to get into that later. Penalty kill looks phenomenal. Penalty kill is doing great. Obviously, I said we out-hit them. We had 9 giveaways. They had 5. Yada, 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 yada. Julien Gauthier had a fucking great game. Julien Gauthier was all over the ice. Played a great game. He played less than 8.5 minutes. So, arguably one of our most active forwards, that entire fucking game, played 8 minutes and 17 seconds. I don't know. Well, I really don't fucking know. Because Zibanejad, who honestly didn't even have that great of a game. He missed the net like 7 or 8 times. I don't know. Played almost 25 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. Because honestly, Zibanejad, I mean, I even said in my pregame video, I wish you could have seen it. I feel bad for him. The kid he's still getting over COVID or whatever it is. Had a really poor start to the season, and I don't know. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating to watch. I feel like he's trying too much. Like, he just needs to just simplify. He's trying to overpower goalies with his shot. Like, I could remember at least 3 Zibanejad shots that went wide and flew out of the fucking zone. It's like, you just slow your shot down. Get the fucking puck where you want it, and then worry about getting power on it. I mean, goddamn, dude. And then he has the audacity to start yelling at Buchnevich in the third period. I don't know. Did anyone else see that? Like, I'm sorry, Mika, but I don't know what he did to warrant you screaming at him the way you did. Because, quite frankly, you're not really in a spot to yell at anybody right now. You're not playing good enough to be able to. First of all, I don't think anybody should be fucking. As a teammate, you should not be yelling at your teammates like that. I mean, we saw what happened to Tony when he had altercation with his teammate. Gone. You know, that's like a bad. And this, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it now. I'm not even talking about that time on ice anymore. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I don't know how much it is his fault, but this team looks like it's in a pretty fucking toxic environment right now with David Quinn as coach. The players look fucking miserable. No one looks like they're smiling or having fun. We're not seeing, you know, aside from the occasional Panarin waving at the camera at practice, we're not seeing anyone laughing and having fun at practice. This is a young team. This team, we want them to win, sure, we do. But this is about growing and developing. And if you put them in a miserable environment where it's business, they're going to be fucking miserable. Listen, you ever hear the saying, if you love where you work, if you love your job, you never work a day in your life. Now, this is a business, and players do need to take this serious. I understand that, making millions of dollars. But you've got to let these kids have fun. They look fucking miserable. Miserable. I don't understand. Like, on the bench, no one's laughing. No one's like, oh, yeah, good try this. Oh, good try that. They look fucking miserable out there. And then what happens with Tony and Georgiev? Listen, I don't know how. None of us know the exact story. But from what we do understand, there's a lot of animosity in that locker room. Whether it was Tony's fault or whoever's fault, I don't know, nor do I care. But what I will say right now is there's animosity built up in that locker room. No one's talking about it. The players look fucking miserable. At what point do you look at the coach and be like, you know what? Something's fucking going on here. This is a young team, and the players don't even look like they're having fun. That is not good. I mean, I don't know. I seriously, I don't understand it. I seriously don't understand it. These players look fucking miserable. They don't even look like they want to be there sometimes. I don't know. I feel like with a young team, you need to go through these growing pains, but the players should at least look like they're happy while they're playing hockey in the NHL. They should at least, you know, they look miserable. Everyone looks like they're at each other's throats. And what really threw me was when Mika started yelling at Buchnevich. Like those are the two best friends that anybody can have last season. And now Mika's yelling at Buchnevich on the way to the bench. That's like built up stress and animosity that starts from pressure on the coach, benching people, yelling at people, just being an asshole. And it trickles its way down and people start getting frustrated at each other. Listen, I never played ice hockey at an extremely high level. I didn't. But I did have my fair share of pain-in-the-ass coaches throughout tons of sports. I played almost every sport except for basketball in my life. I suck at basketball. Played every sport but basketball in my fucking life. And I will say this. A strict and angry coach will piss everybody off. And when people start getting frustrated at the coach, they get frustrated at themselves. Then they get frustrated at each other. It trickles down. It's like the teacher in high school that yells at everybody. Everyone fucking hates a teacher. And when the teacher gets mad, the kids get mad. And then this and that, animosity. It all builds up. And quite frankly, I'm starting to look at the coach and be like, you know what? Something's happening here that we're not aware of. And I'm beginning to think there's a little animosity in this locker room and these players are not getting along. Something ain't right. Something is not fucking right. These players look miserable. It is a one-goal game. There are fights. This, that, the other thing. And then the third period comes around. Aside from a few really good offensive chances, they didn't look like they were sticking up for each other. They didn't look like they were playing for each other. They looked like a bunch of individuals out there for the most part. Now, granted, there was some good passing plays, this and the other thing, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I'm looking way too into this. But I don't know. It just is just not. They don't really look like. They don't look like they're having fun with each other. They look fucking miserable. I really don't understand it. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm overthinking. You guys, let me know in the comments. Listen, this is an open forum, right? This is my channel. Whatever. We go in the comments. We talk. Like, oh, what do you think? What do you think? Like, there's no, there's no hate amongst this group. This is just pigeons like me and you who just like to talk hockey. So let's comment. Let's talk. What do you guys think? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe you agree with me. I don't know. This is something worth talking about, especially amongst fans. What do you guys think? What do you guys see? It's weird. I mean, Capo Caco, when he got face washed in the corner and no one fucking went over there to help him out, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't understand it. I don't know. It looked funny. That's all I'm going to say. It looked a little funny. Something ain't right. Something is not right. And I'm really beginning to think that David Quinn is losing the room. And that these players are just starting to get angry. They're starting to get angry at him and starting to get angry at themselves and angry at each other. Because honestly, that's what I'm picking up. So I don't know. That's just what I'm saying. Because I'm looking for as many little things as I can. Looking at facial expressions. Looking at maybe someone taking a shot where he maybe could have passed, and what the other player that could have received the pass, what his facial expression was. So I don't know. I really don't know. It's very hard to assess. It just doesn't look like a tight-knit group that really gives a shit. It really doesn't. Like, usually, like, in Rangers teams past, you see interactions in the locker room. Oh, we get the videos. Oh, he's laughing. Oh, he's having fun. He's doing this. He's doing that. It seriously looks like a lot of built-up and pent-up fucking aggression, anger, and animosity in this locker room. And you would think the guru, Gorton and Davidson, would start to pick up on this and be like, fucking put an end to it, dude. If you have a coach who's got a toxic locker room environment right now where players are at each other, not even at each other's throats, but there's stress and tension in the locker room. You cannot fucking have that, especially on a young team. Listen, Kakko's in his second year. Lafreniere's a rookie. You have Fox is in his second year. Miller's a rookie. Lindgren's in his second year. You have so many young guys. Shesterkin, technically, is still his rookie year. You got all these guys, young guys coming in and their first environments, like teammates yelling at each other, fighting in the locker room, a coach that's benching guys over one fucking mistake. I don't understand it. I mean, that interview came out, Satboy Steven reposted the interview, where Capo Caco said to the Finnish media, like, he was afraid to try things his first year because the coach was telling him to stop. I don't understand. You have a second overall pick prospect. This kid is lived in Finland his entire fucking life. Coming to the United States, there's a language barrier. There's all these stressors. And then he has a coach that is not letting him play his game that he got drafted to play. Because not everyone is working. Listen, it's going to happen. Players are going to make mistakes. When they're young, let them get away with those mistakes and learn from the fucking mistakes. You don't go to a young guy, a young player, and tell him, no, stop this. You don't try this. That's fucking completely and utterly ridiculous. You are a coach in the NHL. You have top young talent, and you are burying them. Absolutely burying them. And it is honestly a fucking joke. It's disgusting. These poor young players. I feel bad for him. I seriously feel bad for him. What else does Julian Gauthier need to do to get out of the fucking doghouse, dude? Because you know what? And Steve Alquette talked about it in the second period intermission. Like, oh, he's got to keep driving that. He's gonna draw a penalty. Sure, shit, he draws a fucking penalty and sees the ice 2 or 3 more times after that. Like 2 or 3 more shifts. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I seriously, I don't understand it, and it's really starting to rile me up and frustrate me because it makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense to me at all. These poor young guys are just getting buried, man. And in the locker room, I don't know. I gotta stop. I gotta just stop because it's starting to frustrate me. You guys comment below. Am I the only one seeing this? Am I the only one seeing like tension and animosity in that locker room? And these players are not sticking up for each other. They're not doing this. They're making faces. They're yelling at. Listen, Mika yelling at Buchnevich. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of set me off a little bit because one, Mika's not in no place right now to be fucking talking down to any of his teammates. I understand if he went through COVID, it is what it is. I understand that. But that does not give you a right to yell at your teammates, especially your line mate. Line mate of the past 3 or 4 years have been playing together and presumably we're great friends. And then you start yelling at him on the ice? Come on, dude. That's not cool. That's not fucking cool. That's a really bad fucking look. And I understand if he's frustrated, but do not take that shit out on your teammates. You saw what happened to Tony. He took it out on his teammate. Whether it was his frustration, we don't know. Whatever it is. He took it out on his teammate and he gone. It's not right. I mean, JD and Gorton and all these guys, they talk about building an environment for these young guys, and the environment looks like fucking shit. The environment looks like these guys hate their fucking jobs. They hate their coach. They hate their boss, you know? So something's got to get fixed. I don't know what it is. Hopefully it gets sorted out soon. You guys need to comment down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts because, listen, this was a very fun, a very entertaining game to watch. I mean, we took on one of the top teams in the league, the team that's got 18 to 20 points in there. The Bruins have gotten a total of 20 out of a possible, well, they played 13 games. 20. So they've got 20 out of 26 possible points. Am I saying that? Am I right there? They've got 18 plus 2 overtime losses is 20 points. Okay, so they've got a total 20 out of a possible 24 points, this Bruins team. So a top-tier fucking team. And we held them to 1 goal, had pressure on them the entire game, and really had a bunch of grade A chances that Halak just owned us on. And like we played well. Like this was a very entertaining game to watch, but there were little things I was picking up on that were they just weren't good looks. I don't know. You guys comment below. What do you guys think? Am I overthinking things? Am I seeing things? You guys notice some of the things I'm saying? I don't know. Hopefully this gets resolved because God, this is gonna be I just got a feeling we're in for one hell of a roller coaster because everything was going way too perfect. You know, something had to happen. I think what's going on is there's just not a good environment in the locker room right now. I seriously believe that's what it is. And who knows? Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully the guys get it going on and we can fix this shit because this is a really tough start. Really, really tough start. All right. You guys comment on your thoughts. I know I'm really broken record now. I'm just trying to think of more things to talk about, but we're at about the 15-minute mark here. Really got nothing more to say. So comment down below. I'll reply to as many of you as I can. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.